What's good with you guys? Your boy Devo here, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be checking out one mind-blowing fact for every WWE Elimination Chamber PLE. Elimination Chamber is literally tomorrow at the time of recording this. I will be going live over here on YouTube and on the Twitch, so be sure to, go over there, follow the Twitch, and be on the lookout for that. And like I said in the last vid, the people on the Twitch, they gonna get exclusive streams, you know what I'm saying? So I might, y'all might want to go follow that, bro. Like when the NFL draft comes, I'm probably gonna be streaming that over on Twitch. So maybe YouTube, maybe not. So just in case, you might want to go follow the Twitch. I'll put it in the comments in the description. That way y'all know and can go follow that for me. I appreciate everybody that's been, showing love on the vids. As y'all know, when I read to WrestleMania videos, the link to the original will be in the description. You guys want to check it out for yourself. Let's stop all the yapping and get straight to the vid.
And Orton, once again, for the 10th time, is now heading to the Elimination Chamber.
The Elimination Chamber pay-per-view
Let's
debuted
go.
all the way back in 2010. WWE saw the success of the concept and decided to rebrand the annual No Way Out pay-per-view with the Chamber name and brand. This has been a constant pretty much every year for the past 16 years, and it tends to be one of the most successful events WWE delivers on their annual calendar. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at one mind-blowing fact for every single Elimination Chamber PLE. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. WWE ran back the final ECW match as the Dark Match. Despite ECW on Sci-Fi going off the air days prior to the 2010 Elimination Chamber show going live on the air, WWE decided to run back the final match of that particular broadcast. Christian would meet Ezekiel Jackson once again, and this time, Christian came out with the W. Whilst the babyfaces usually win dark matches, the reason for this booking call was likely due to criticism faced when it came to the last ECW episode. A lot of fans believe that Christian should have been the last ECW champion, and this was likely WWE's way of making it up to the audience. 2011, the final chambers of the modern brand split. The 2002-2011 brand split was shattered in the summer of 2011, and this meant that that year's chamber pay-per-view featured the final respective chamber matches of the inaugural brand split. These two chambers were won by Edge and John Cena respectively.
Yes, sir.
As of 2012, whilst the show would have been brand-specific chamber matches, the brand split was barely enforced, and talent were permitted to go between the rival shows without much fanfare. 2012, a big rule change. For the 2012 Elimination Chamber matches, WWE actually made a notable change. In previous chamber matches, wrestlers were permitted to pin their opponents on the outside of the ring. However, in 2012, this rule was erased, and pinfalls had to take place in the actual ring.
That's actually crazy. I didn't even know this. I actually didn't even know this. I didn't even notice that they stopped doing that. That they stopped pinning on the outside. I mean, there's just too much. I ain't gonna lie. There'd be too much shit going on during chambers that it'd be hard to pay attention to stuff like that. But I actually didn't know that. That's crazy. I didn't know that that was actually a rule now. I thought they were just doing it just to do it, I guess. I don't know. That's crazy.
Now, in relation to why WWE did this, it's likely due to safety and production reasons. This was notoriously difficult for WWE to shoot eliminations when they took place on the steel backdrops. Whilst this rule initially received some complaints, it did make sense, and now that the rule has been in place for over a decade, it's become second nature to the talent and officials in the match. 2013, the poster actually led to complaints. And when the official poster for the 2013 Chamber dropped, fans were excited. It featured top names such as John Cena, CM Punk, and The Rock, and it made it look like these names were going to be involved in the Chamber itself. This wasn't the case, as Cena would be involved in a six-man tag, whilst Punk and The Rock wrestled in singles action for the WWE title. Weirdly, not a single name featured on the poster wrestled in the actual chamber match. It certainly made the poster a questionable quote from...
Yo, I remember that shit. I actually do remember that poster. Yo. Yo, I can see people being mad at that. Yeah, that's a fact. None of these dudes were in the actual chamber. That's crazy. They were taking on the Shield. They were going head to head. Damn.
WWE's marketing team. 2014. It was the final WWE pay-per-view. The 2014's event was notable for being the final event broadcast on traditional pay-per-view for WWE. After this event, WWE would launch the WWE Network. And all subsequent shows were broadcast on their exclusive platform.
We need that back, man.
Whilst WWE liked to...
I ain't gonna cap. We need that back. paying $30 to watch the PLEs. Is paying $30 a month? My fault. Not even $30. $30 a month to watch the PLEs, bro. Like, come on, bro. Yup, man. TKO, man? Come on. Remember that WWE Network? Put that shit back on Peacock. Stop being so damn greedy.
Claimed that the traditional pay-per-view model was dead, the show did okay in terms of a buy rate, as it attracted over 180,000 buys. The show had a stacked lineup, and the Shield vs. the Wyatt Family Masterclass would have definitely helped the show deliver. 2015, the event wasn't supposed to happen. In 2015, WWE reset their pay-per-view calendar and decided to scrap the Elimination Chamber event. The reason for this was due to logistics. According to Stephanie McMahon, the chamber was so heavy that it became difficult to transport around, and WWE wanted to move away from the concept completely. McMahon would claim that the show's replacement, Fastlane, would provide a stellar show for WWE, but that show was met with critical disdain, which led to fans campaigning for the chamber to return. Thankfully, in May, they randomly decided to bring it back, and they turned a pre-booked house show into the chamber pay-per-view. The show had limited build due to this, and as of 2017, the pay-per-view would be moved back to its original time of the year, 2016.
I didn't know they used it. I didn't know they used the random house show. That's crazy. Missing chambers.
WWE attempted to stick to their 2015 approach by having no chamber pay-per-view in any capacity in the year 2016. WWE would have two distinct pay-per-views at the start of the year, those being Fastlane and Roadblock, both of these paled in comparison to the celebrated chamber show. 2017, Bray Wyatt made history.
Yes, sir.
2017's event was special, as it saw the legendary and iconic Bray Wyatt win the WWE title for the first time in his career. Wyatt won the match in an all-time classic chamber match, and Wyatt more than deserved to finally reach the top of WWE. The WWE title win of the Eater of the Worlds was actually notable because Wyatt became the last man under 30 to win the top prize in WWE. This has actually turned into a major talking point for fans, as WWE continue to push names over 30, and unless a name such as Braun Breaker or Oprah Femi wins
even over 40
the WWE title, it's possible that this record remains intact for a long time. 2018, the first and only 7-man chamber. The WWE decided to try something new for 2018, as they had 7 men in the chamber. 3 men would begin the match, and then a normal formatted chamber would commence. This was seen by many to be complete overkill, and it was just an excuse to get names in the chamber itself. 2019, fans were outraged. No match on the 2019 Elimination Chamber card led to mass outrage from fans. Ruby Riott was booked to face Ronda Rousey for the women's title in what was supposed to be a breakout match for Riott. Sadly, WWE booked Riott to lose in 100 seconds. Fans were extremely disappointed.
2019 wrestling, man. 2019 WWE. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you wanna talk about the trenches? Those was the trenches. How are you gonna have how you gonna have a match like that? How you gonna have a match of that magnitude? Potential breakout match in 100 seconds? This started to bring back memories, but not good ones.
Rousey was even accused of outright burying her.
Yeah.
The backlash was so substantial that WWE ran the match back again the next night on Raw, and it was reportedly Rousey's idea to do this. Thankfully, this match was much longer, and the match was able to showcase what Riott was made of.
Thank you.
2020, the final pay-per-view before the world shut down. The
COVID.
2020 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view was a historic pay-per-view. This was the final WWE pay-per-view broadcast before the COVID-19 lockdown. The next time the WWE delivered a pay-per-view event would be WrestleMania 36.
Off topic, bro. See, the lockdown is like, I don't know, but 2020 is kind of like bitter. It's like bittersweet, cause it's like the lockdown in a sense was kind of like fun, like low key. Hear me out. Like, rest in peace to everybody that lost their life, in 2020 to COVID and what I'm saying, or whatever else. But bro, just being stuck in the crib with nothing to do but play the game, cause I'm a homebody. Like, I don't be going out, going to parties and doing all that extra stuff. I'm a homebody, so just being stuck in the crib playing games with the boys, that was low key fun for me, bro. Like, you got your, what I'm saying, parents get their stimmies, they get that stimulus, so you wasn't struggling, what I'm saying. But it's like, damn. Like, it sucked, but at the same time, like, for me personally, it wasn't, like, completely terrible. Like, I lost some people, you know what I'm saying? I lost some people, so, like, from that point, it was, like, it was ass, but, like, just being stuck in the crib with nothing to do, everybody just had the same, like, nobody could do nothing. All you had to do was be able to get on the game, and it was actually fun, bro. Like, there was actually good games in, too. Like, there's actually, like, a collection of good... I know this is off topic, bro. But there's actually a collection of good games, bro. Like, you had, Modern Warfare 2019. That was fun. With Warzone. It had a whole bunch of shit, bro. Like, hey. I'm sorry, but that's just fun. That lockdown was not as bad for me personally.
WWE was fortunate that the global shutdown took place after
completely
the Chamber
off topic,
event,
I know,
there's
but my
no way
fault.
that they would have been able to have the Chamber at the WWE PC. So the 2020 event would have no doubt been cancelled. 2021, WWE introduced a major change. The 2021 Elimination Chamber would take place at the Thunderdome, and this would see WWE have fans in attendance virtually via LED screens. This made for a unique setting, to say the very least, and WWE decided to go all out for this show by delivering a shock title change. Miz would cash in his Money in the Bank to win the WWE title. This show was also notable as WWE introduced a new format to the Chamber.
Come on now.
For the SmackDown Chamber, the winner immediately faced Roman Reigns for the Universal title. Whilst great on paper, the winner of the Chamber, Daniel Bryan, was basically squashed by Reigns. So a lot of fans believe that the new rule was completely pointless. From WWE's perspective, it's likely that they wanted to make the Chamber exciting, but it just didn't hit the mark. WWE would actually never revisit this concept again, which was probably the correct move.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, WWE, y'all need to start making the champions defend that bit in the Chamber. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, make that shit start to mean something. Like, I'm not saying that it doesn't mean something. I mean, obviously, if you can't win the Rumble, you get in there. That gives you another chance at the other champion. But I ain't gonna lie, hey, start having, like, you could even do, like, just they have the U.S. champ, you know, defend the title in the Chamber. I don't know, cause then it's like, then it gets tough, cause then it's like, you'd have to already have a story with both titles, both titles have to have contenders, and you could do that, or unless you would want to run multiple chamber, like more than 2 for the Chamber. But I mean, I miss when champions would defend that bit in the Chamber. That was
2022. Brock Lesnar was worried for a wrestler. Brock Lesnar recaptured the WWE title in the Elimination Chamber PLE in 2022. And the final spot of the match saw Lesnar deliver an F5 on Theory from the top of the pod. This was one of the most dangerous spots in the history of the Chamber. And a lot of things could have gone wrong. Whilst Lesnar is one of the toughest and legitimate pro wrestlers of all time, he's also known for being a constant professional. When the match was over and Lesnar was exiting the Chamber, he would insist that a referee go and check on Austin Theory to ensure that he was okay. Lesnar's comments were actually directly picked up on camera, and the moment itself went viral for all the right reasons. 2023, Brock Lesnar went completely off script. But Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar brawled in a 4-minute match that actually ended with Bobby Lashley defeating Lesnar by disqualification. But after the match even ended, Lesnar continued attacking Lashley and the referee, delivering multiple F5s and eventually putting Lashley through the commentary table.
That was all script.
All seemed normal for a Brock Lesnar match. However, Lesnar went a little too far with the F5s and actually went off script. Lesnar was not actually supposed to deliver a second F5 on referee Chad Patton. But what was Lesnar's excuse? Well, reportedly, it's because he felt like doing it. And since this is Brock Lesnar, he's not going to be reprimanded for it. 2024, WWE had to black out the feed. And Dominic Mysterio was actually so hated in Australia at the 2024
I remember that.
WWE were forced to cut to a black screen. Why though? Well, the fans were flipping off Mysterio so much, Mysterio was receiving crude chants that they wouldn't have made WWE's respective sponsors very happy. The main event of the show saw Rhea Ripley defend the world title against Nia Jax. This was historic, as it actually marked the first time ever that the Chamber had been main evented by a female singles match. The women main eventing a WWE PLE in the modern era is extremely rare, so this is definitely worth celebrating. But in a bonus fact, since we're still on the topic of Dominic Mysterio, original plans were to see him face Brock Lesnar at the PLE. However, those plans had changed when Brock took an extended hiatus off television. In 2025, CM Punk booked the finish.
He did.
Well, the finish to the 2025 Chamber match was a masterclass in pro wrestling storytelling.
You already know this.
We saw John Cena, a matter of minutes before turning heel, taking advantage of CM Punk after Seth Rollins re-entered the match. This set the tone not just for the eventual Cena heel turn, but it also added fuel to the Punk.
Man, that hill run could have been so much more special.
Rollins rivalry. The finish received universal praise, and for very good reason, and it's considered by many to be one of the greatest chamber match finishes of all time. But it then surfaced thanks to WWE Unreal that the person who came up with the finish was none other than CM Punk himself.
Yep.
This is why so many fans believe that Punk is destined for a role in the creative team when he retires.
For sure.
This was a truly incredible idea.
It was.
But there you have it, folks. One mind-blowing fact for every single WWE Elimination Chamber PLE.
Hey, there you go. One mind-blowing fact for every WWE Elimination Chamber PLE. Nah, that Punk shit. Like I said, if you watched Unreal, then you know he set that up, and that was it. And it worked out very well. It made a lot of sense because like you know Seth Rollins and him got pure hatred for each other, and Rollins actually switched it up too because originally Punk wanted him to say F you, you know what I'm saying? Like as Cena's like got him in the STF, but instead he's over there saying die, why won't you die, and all that stuff. So that was good. Now Punk definitely should you know, go in the gorilla and start running shit at some point once he retires. But yeah, that's gonna be the vid. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, I will be going live, God willingly, for Elimination Chamber tomorrow. And yeah, so be sure to come through, chop it up. Be sure to follow the Twitch. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on the vids. And yeah, let's have a good chamber. Let's have a good little watch party. You know what I mean? I know it doesn't feel like Mania season. At least for me personally, it doesn't feel like Mania season, but it is here nonetheless. So yeah, got some good matches though. Got some good matches, really good matches. I think all the matches are gonna hit. Yeah, but yeah, that's gonna be the vid, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Love you guys, and I will see you guys next time.